Hi, good evening. Welcome to Wealth Mill Securities Weekly Market Wrap. We have been witnessing an unusual global equity markets volatility, including in India. The Dow, CAC, DAX, and FTSE, the European markets, Dow, which is called as mother of all equity markets, and the Asian markets, and all the markets put together, they are witnessing unusual volatility. The main reason you all aware, the coronavirus, as the number of cases have been increased outside China, uh, it's going to impact the global supply chain, and through global supply chain there might be a, a downtrend in the global economic growth. This is a major worry for equity markets across the globe. So in precaution to the global downtrend, Federal Reserve, as a preventive measure, they taken an emergency 0.50% rate cut to the Federal Reserve federal rate. So, following the suit, different central banks across the globe, they have been taking monetary rate cuts and rate cuts to their monetary policies, interest rate cuts basically. So, Indian RBI, the Central Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India, still they have not taken any decision. They are every time, most of the time, central banks have a Indian Reserve Bank, especially they always, in terms of the rate cut is concerned, they're wait and watching the situation. They have not taken any decision. So this is the main key reason that's creating volatility across the globe. But coming to Indian markets, the main the 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 volatility creator this week, and especially today and yesterday, the fourth largest bank, S Bank, that is private sector bank, uh, they were starving for capital of nearly $2 billion. They approached by different investors, but they could not able to succeed attract the capital. And yesterday there was news. State Bank of India led consortium. They're investing some strategic equity. They're pumping in funds into S Bank. Because of the risk, this reason, the stock went up nearly around 27% yesterday. But the real break came, the surprise came, that RBI taken a measure of imposing a moratorium on S Bank, and also squashing the board, superseding the board of S Bank, and the existing CEO, everyone is removed. This is a unexpected decision to the market, and because of that reason, today the stock was in a complete volatility. Just keep in mind, this is a F&O stock, and they're going to uh, ban this stock from F&O in the month of May. So because of this reason, for a F&O stock, there is no circuit filter. The circuit filter, in the opening of the market itself, the stock came down by 10%. It has increased to 15%, 20%, 25%, and it went till 80%. The stock at one point of time, it came down 80% today, and it closed at a 50% close. So, uh, if at all it's a F&O stock, this is the risk, associated risk. They don't have any circuit filters during the day. And today the news is, as per Reserve Bank of India, 51% of the stake, there is a complete capital restructuring that's going to take place in S Bank. 51%, sorry, 49% stake will be held by State Bank of India. But how far it's going to impact on this bank, we need to wait and watch. Please remember, it's not a stock recommendation. I'm just explaining the facts, what caused this stock to swing into the such an unusual move. I remember still in 2009, uh, in one day, the so-called Satyam computers, it came down nearly 5 rupees from level of 140 to 5 rupees, and it corrected nearly 95% in one single day in 2019, and it recovered later part. But while coming to S Bank, it corrected nearly 80% from the day and closed at 50%. But what is lies with S Bank? There are two factors where we are need to observe. One is uh, S Bank remains as an entity, and State Bank of India is coming as a strategic investor uh, to give the oxygen to the bank. And it's not a merger or something. It are It's not a, it's a, and the entity of S Bank remains the same, which is some solace to the existing investors. Uh, so this is the update about S Bank. But what this S Bank impact on the markets? It is across a broad spectrum. It is a double whammy to the stock markets today. Already, because of the global cues, the market was expected to open down, but because of the news of S Bank, it had a major impact, a negative impact across the financial services, especially the private sector banks and NBFC stocks. So, uh, of course, it might be temporary, but it's going to create volatility, unusual volatility on the stock prices, because the financial stocks are the center of the economy. And when a center of the economy, stocks like these kind of nature, if there is any panic or these kind of moves, create extraordinary volatility in stock market. So what we expect is the same kind of volatility will continue in the coming week also. We need to wait and watch what kind of capital reconstruction S Bank is going to have. That will have some positive impact on the stocks in the markets. But just keep in mind, these kind of wild swings do visit the stock markets. And if you are a equity investors, as the technology improves, as the news flows improves, we have so much social media, we have the technology improved, so market gets flooded with news every day. So the wild swings are going to be there in the days to come. You have WhatsApp forwards, you have all the information filling and hitting stocks every day. So prepare for volatility in the days to come. And as a equity investors, we need to get prepared to these kind of wild swings in the market. But keep in mind, a good quality stock, because of this extraordinary volatility, gives a good opportunity to enter into some high quality stocks at this point of time. If you want to build a constructive wealth, and if you have a time horizon of 3-4 years from these levels, probably we might be discussing so many things today. The global coronavirus, the impact, and even coronavirus cases have been reported. Nearly 30 cases have been reported in India. How far it's going to spread in India is a $1 million question, and across the globe is a $1 million question. But just remember, in a long-term perspective, these kind of panic events do give an opportunity to invest in quality stocks, to buy better bargains, especially in the mid-cap space, high-quality stocks. The investors can buy, and if you have a long-term horizon, you can create humongous wealth in Indian markets going ahead. That's what the message from my side. And going ahead, these panic situations and volatilities will rise. Okay, I'm not saying that it won't be. Just remember, there will be always something to worry in equity markets. There will not be a single day where I can say everything is perfect. Just a year back, just 2 years back, there is the demonetization, which put a lot of pressure on the stock markets. The currency, which is nearly 60% of legal tender currency in India, got cancelled overnight. After that, we have seen the conflict between US and North Korea. Every time, whenever there is a conflict between these countries, the market is to give unusual volatility. After that, the conflict between India and Pakistan, it was also given a lot of volatility to the market. And just very recently, the conflict between Iran and United States have given perfect more volatility to the markets across the globe. And today, the coronavirus. So these kind of volatilities, these kinds of events and volatilities are going to prevail. So as investors, when we want to invest in equity markets, better we need to get habituate and sail with these volatilities in the stock market. This is all with me. I have for you. For any stock specific queries in your portfolio, just give a call to me. I'm more than happy to answer all your queries. This is all with me. This is Kranti signing off. Thank you.